Big breaking news, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files, and the Justice Department told him months ago, according to a new Wall Street Journal exclusive. DOJ officials informed Trump back in May that his name appeared multiple times in the Jeffrey Epstein documents. His own Attorney General Pam Bondi delivered the news to him directly at a White House meeting. And now, here's where it gets even darker. Trump was also told that the Epstein documents contained child pornography and sensitive victim information. To be clear, that does not mean that Trump is implicated in that, but behind the scenes, Trump told aides he just wanted the whole Epstein story to, quote, go away. Meanwhile, Trump supporters and aides like Dan Bongino have been furious, accusing Bondi of covering things up, and the fallout continues to spread. House Speaker Mike Johnson even shut down Congress to stop votes on releasing more files. And in case you're wondering if this is all true, Trump literally just sued the Wall Street Journal for publishing one of Epstein's birthday notes signed by Trump himself. This is all unraveling fast, and it's clear that Trump's team is scrambling to keep a lid on it, and it explains all of these distraction attempts that we're seeing. Spread the word, follow our account, and listen to the Midas Touch podcast for more.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. And it reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Shalom, shalom, Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakorash. All right, the honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Labari Allah coming at you with another lesson. Quick hit, man. With this whole Trump and Epstein files thing. So it just came to pass that Trump was found in the Epstein files. And, it's really not a shocker to anybody. But, typically when they do things like this big of a revelation, it's usually to mask something far bigger. So this whole Trump with the Epstein files, it could be a cover-up for something, related to prophecy. Okay, whether that be, this, down the third, something major is going to happen, I believe soon. Okay, but the reason why I opened up with Hebrews 12 and 16, which reads, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau." Okay, because whether or not this is a cover-up, it's still, news that came out, which, I wanted to cover. Okay, and the word profane, when you look at it in the etymology online, okay, it says profane. It's a verb and it's an adjective, but I want to read it in the sense of an objective, okay, which it says Old French profane, and directly from Latin profanus, unholy, not sacred, not consecrated, not initiated, ignorant, unlearned, also wicked, impious. Okay? Esau is the wicked. All right. And if you read it in the verb, it says to desecrate, render unholy, violate, unholy, not consecrated. Okay, so Esau is a profane, unholy person, okay, doing wicked shit. Okay, and Epstein was known for being the largest pedophile ever created on Slovakia, not ever created, but ever discovered in recent history. Okay, which only adds to what's the word I'm looking for? It only adds to the Slovakia. It only adds to the, man, it's like in the tip of my tongue. The I'll just say importance, for lack of better words. It adds to the importance of, or the significance. There it is. The significance of this, Trump being on the Epstein files. Okay, which I believe his name was with the clients list. So this dude was doing all type of wicked shit. Okay. Now, real quick. When you go to when you go to Nero, it says this is on the preacher's world. It says Nero the emperor during Paul's ministry was a fornicator, adulterer, and pedophile. Okay. The sexual pervert once married a 12-year-old boy. Okay, let me see if I could expand on that. Let me see if I can find it. So we have connections. Okay, oh, here it is. Nero, the emperor during Paul's ministry, was a fornicator, adulterer, and pedophile. This sexual pervert once married a 12-year-old boy, Sporus, and paraded him through the streets of Rome, described as a brutal psychopath. Historians record his many barbarous acts against Christians as they were arrested and viciously executed by being thrown to the beast, crucified, and being burnt alive. Now, I don't really deal too much with these articles because they're, defiled in the sense that, it's written by Christians, so-called Christians or whatnot. But it does point out that Nero was a pedophile, okay? And we know that, via the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Trump is Emperor Nero, okay? And this just further proves it, that he was in the Epstein files, okay? Real quick. All right, I didn't want to make this too long. But I just wanted to grab this real quick. Slack, you bear with me, Baba Kishal. No, that's not what I wanted. Let me see if the AI overview says anything. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show anything. But that nonetheless we already proved it. But let me grab this real quick. All right. Let's see. Because these people are trying to make this whole thing, this whole fiasco, to really bring in something else. Okay, so this is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24. For there shall rise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Okay, but it's not possible to deceive the very elect because we're always staying on the watchtowers. Okay, so, Salaki about all the pausing that I did in this video. I was reading, trying to find the best material for this lesson. But, the Spirit had what the Spirit had come out. But, this just further proves, I'm going to entitle it something as the Epstine files further prove Trump is Nero. So, Lord willing, this is edifying, Lord willing was uplifting. I want to really grab this real quick. But I can't seem to find it anymore. But it's like, yeah. Oh, here it is. The AI overview. Yes, Emperor Nero did participate in same-sex marriages. He had two notable relationships that were described as marriages by ancient historians. One with a freedman named Pythagoras, and another with a young slave named Sparus. Okay, and this Sparus individual was a young slave. Okay, so Nero is a damn pedophile. Okay, a young boy, you fucking weirdo. How are you gonna marry a young boy? It says, one with a freedman named Pythagoras and another with a young slave named Sparus. In the first instance, Nero took on the role of the bride, with Pythagoras as his husband. In the second, Nero married Sparus, who had been castrated, and even took on the role of the bride, according to some accounts. Sparus was a young slave boy who had been castrated. Nero married him and even called him by the name of his deceased wife, Poppaea, according to the ancient historians. Some historians suggest this was done to replace Poppaea, who had died, possibly due to Nero's violence. So, this dude, this dude is Nero, man. So, he can't help his old tendencies in his past life. So Lord willing, was that a fine man. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash, Baba Kashab, Forgive me for the pauses as I was trying to find that article.